Welcome to Frankstone, first of all. So, this video isn't for showing you how to complete the cutting board of this game. I'm going to show you how much you actually need to do to get the 100% for the cutting board. As you can see, I'm missing only five achievements, but those won't unlock for me for some random reason, so it's chill. But as you can see, I've got it unlocked every branch in the cutting room floor. Now for this, you don't actually need to 100% it at the moment. I don't know if it's a bug, probably, but at the moment it bugs. So if you can get enough open that you can get the achievement, then it's brilliant. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what the branches I have opened. Well, okay, well, we're gonna start from the very start. That's just basics. I'll tell you a few things that tripped me up. Okay, so we got all the basics done. Just for a heads up, if you have to have seriously injured and pushed off the pipe, these two are the primary requirements of the game that will show you which will give you the most scenes that are open. However, there are a couple that require you to have the crowbar broken and crowbar used. It goes into it gets a little bit complicated later down the line, but yeah. So chapter 1 is complete. Chapter 2 is just as complete. If you need any help with any specific scene unlocking, then let me know. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but I will describe to you how to get most of them. Not most of them, but how to get some of them. Linda arrives. This one's pretty easy. Just click. So instead of picking up the hitchhiker, just choose drove on, because we all know you don't pick up hitchhikers. So, and then eventually, when you enter the parlor scene, Linda will arrive, and you'll get the achievement pretty quickly. Not achievement, the scene pretty quickly. If we move on, deny the drink or accept a drink, it's up to you. That can also change a few things. Okay, so this is where the seriously injured and the non-injured cop comes in. So at the storage shed, when the cop comes in and breaks the camera, when the option comes up saying apologize or say that you want to finish the movie, if you click apologize, you'll skip all these scenes and you'll get straight here, and then you'll go into the next. You'll go into the Casa Rivera scene. But no, if you want to get these two, you want to have you want to say that you want to continue the movie, and that you're disappointed, one of the two. But you want to say that you want to continue the movie, and then the cop will try and bribe you. So you want to refuse, deny, and then do nothing, so that you get all three of the branches open. Going on from there, you go into Casa Rivera, where there's even more easier stuff to do. So you can either go ahead and straight ask Bonnie for money. That one's easy. You've probably already done that one. And then there's the other options, which are you can either steal the money. So you can either steal the money by if you pick basically you just want to piss Bonnie off. You want to say go left, the first option, which is like you're being funny, basically. Like it's like Howley, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Again, I'm not here for a full-on tutorial at the moment. But no, piss her off as much as you can, and she'll walk off, and then you'll get given a bag. You can either steal from it or you don't steal from it. these are the two contingencies that you need to do for these two. So if you steal the money, you get money stolen. If you don't steal the money, and you give the and you shout for her, you'll be honest. Again, this one's pretty obvious, but only pretty easy to do. So you get curiosity chosen, and then drugstore chosen. You get an option between the two. I suggest going for the curiosity chosen first, because personally I find that's the right option. So curiosity chosen, you go curiosity chosen, curiosity, and then you can either haggle, or you can accept the price. If you accept the price, you're gonna go straight to the next area, so you'll go straight to the drugstore. But if you haggle, you'll get offered a mirror. You can either decline or accept the mirror. Either way opens up the branch. If we go back a little bit and you go to the drugstore chosen first, you can have a secret cutscene where you buy a firecracker. To get this cracker, you need to have at least $20 or 20 of their money. I don't know what the money specifically is, because I don't really pay attention to that. But to get that, you can either do 10 from the cop, or well, actually no, you have to take the bribe from the cop. So take the bribe from the cop, and then take money from Bonnie, and you'll get enough, and you'll get the unlocked for the firecrackers brawl scene. You have to choose the drugstore first though, which will open up that, and then as soon as you open that, or you do the drugstore normally, you'll have the curiosity. Again, the same choices. If you choose to accept the price straight out, you'll go straight to the next scene. If you choose to haggle, you can deny it or take the mirror. Chapter 4. Followed Stan, stayed with Stan. These two are very good options. When Stan says, "Let's go search the area," and you're like, either stay with Maddie, or the other one is, "What are you waiting for?" Either or, you get these scenes. You get this one for saying, "What are you waiting for?" You get this line for saying, "I'll stay here with Maddie," or whatever the combination is. This one is when you're in the atrium and you're talking to Maddie about her mum, Bonnie. So you can either show the memory or don't. If you don't, you go straight to the next scene or the next chapter. Production meeting. This one's a little bit more iffy because I don't actually have all these unlocked. But Jamie's garage, when this scene starts, you straight away I'd say go grab the tape and play it. This is one of the only ones I did in this area. If I'm honest, I don't know what the one above it is, and I don't really care since I've got the achievement. But okay, then Storm Drain. You do have to do both of these anyway, so you have to get the collectibles. Again, it didn't work for me, so it's a little bit of a rough time. So river cross, creek south. You just choose to cross the river or go through the forest, basically, or just climb the gate. Either way it works. Storm Drain. Yeah, these are basics. You get these from playing the story. Then you either save Chris, or Jaime saved Robert. Either one of these. Yeah, just go back and just have the other save. It's pretty quick. Here, again, I'm missing one, as you can see. And then, which actually makes no sense. I know I did the other one, but it's whatever. But, yeah, broke up, stayed together. This one's specifically targeted. You have to choose the suspicious or speculous quest option when you're talking to Robert on the generator to get these two. From my knowledge, that's how I did it, at least. And then helped Chris, round from Chris. Of course, if you help Chris, you'll die. That's your first death scene, and then if you don't, you run and you just get put into the next scene. Beyond the Gate, again, I don't have the first two because, yeah, for some odd reason, I've played this game like 15, 20 times by now. Intruder revealed, and then kicked. These two are very simple to get, it's pretty quick and easy. A Perilous Place, chapter 7, this one's again very, very easy. Either when you encounter the Frank Stone for the first time with Linda with the camera, it'll show you how to destroy it with her. Just if you want to get this scene, destroy it and make your way through the wagon shed area. But if you when you're in the tutorial on how to use it, if you just tap RT and let it go and just let Frank Stone attack you, you'll get Linda impaled. This is crucial for later on. Corridor, and then you can either do Maddie killed or Maddie through switch. Now, I'll say Maddie killed is a requirement for the achievement to shoot Augustine. You need to shoot Augustine. You need to kill Maddie. You need Linda to grab Sam's gun, and then you need to choose down on the elevator when in chapter 14, but I'll get to that later on. Again, Maddie for a switch, either way it works. And then Linda stole the letter, or Linda stole the gun. Both of these are very easy to get, or you can go straight from the middle. Again, to get Linda's letter, Linda read the letter, you need to have stolen the letter, and that's by completing both QuickTime events. And then Linda confronting Sam, that's also from the letter. You just have to choose the third option when it prompts, which is when she finds the letter. Now, here in chapter 9, these two right here are what Linda being hung and Linda not being hung does. If Linda doesn't be hanged by the Frank Stone on our first encounter, that you'll be spawned in the underbelly. The underbelly will take you straight to the next chapter. But if you want the quickest route through chapter 9, which you actually don't, you basically just don't do anything other than just get unhooked, basically. Then, if she is impaled, you'll go straight to the yard where you see a hook and you're off of it. That'll just also take you straight through. Here, you can also die here as Jamie. Jamie can die here, I believe. Sorry, not Jamie. I'm messing the names up. It's just what my brain's telling me to say. Jaime. He is able to die here, but I just haven't got it for some reason. But it's whatever. Chris found corpse. Chris met Maddie. This happens if Maddie's alive or if Maddie's not alive. And then Chris chose to return. If you choose to return as Chris, then you can either succeed or you can die by basically failing all the skill checks. And then if you want to do the other option, not Chris's corpse, Maddie, you can do, well, no, this is when Chris found corpse, but Chris stayed, and then Stan crushed. This is basically by failing the QuickTime event when the hologram, or however you pronounce it, crushes him. And then Stan saved. This is when you pass the QTE event. Chapter 11, this one's pretty simple. Either you go straight from here and you let whoever's on the ground die by getting their... Wait, what? Yeah, by getting their head crushed. Oh wait, no. This is when you fail, when you send the the Chris back, but it fails. Never mind, I'm wrong. And then this will just take you straight into the next scene. But if you want this one, Chris returned, you have to successfully return Chris by completing the QTEs. And then machine shop, basically you're just proceeding with Chris, and then you can either punch Jaime, which I suggest you do because that's the only one that leads to a scene being unlocked. Then you're in the observation, you want a corridor, and then there's two options here that a lot of people won't think is too big of a deal at first. If you give, okay, how the necklace works is if you give it to Maddie, she's 100% gonna die. Usually. But if you also give Maddie the necklace, she can be controlled by Augustine, which gives you the achievement for Maddie being mind controlled and then being consumed. But also you can also get the achievement for Maddie being shot. If you give Maddie the necklace, she will get hypnotized by Augustine after speaking enchantment table, and then if Sam has the gun still, he will shoot Maddie. Or you can shoot the monster, but I really don't suggest shooting the monster. It doesn't do anything. Or if you give the necklace to Stan, he will survive being devoured by the monster. On a side note though, if you give it to Chris, if she doesn't get sent back to 1963, then, or 1980, I'm not 100% sure on what, but if Chris stays in 2024 and you give her the necklace, at the end of the game, after all the hunting scenes are over, she will return to the cinema scene and she will try and enter the cinema. If she enters with the necklace, she dies. If she enters without the necklace, she returns back to 1963 where they are filming. Oh, sorry. Spoilers. You're not here for you don't care. You don't care about that shit. Warded off stone, that's cool. So basically, yeah, you just ward off stone, I guess. Or I don't know why I don't have them, but you can either let Chris or let Jaime die here. One of the two. But no, if you ward her off, that's just a basic one. Bonnie hooked. And then chapter 13, Murder Mill. This is the screening. This is very obvious of what happens. Basically, all you gotta do is comfort or hide Maddie from seeing what happened to her mum in the past, even though it didn't actually happen, but apparently it did. And then, yeah, a whole bunch of debacle happens. On the way to the next part of chapter 13, the Murder Mill, where you play as a cop, there's many routes you can do. If Jaime survives the scene where he has to flee or save Chris, if he flees later on in the game, if he's alive, he will be stuck in the drain, where you can either have him die by failing the QTE for him, or you can save him by not failing the quick time event, even though it's not really a quick time event, it's just pulling up the camera, holding RT and waiting for Frank Stone to come around. I almost just call it the avocado. That was wrong game, wrong time, Reese. Okay, and then there's Sam weakens Stone by sucking him in. And then there's Sam knocked aside. That's if you fail sucking the soul from Frank Stone. And then Linda weakens Stone. That's basically just by having Linda finish off Frank Stone when Sam's knocked aside. Or you can go for the straight option. That was my second playthrough, which was where Sam just dies in the hallway. And then, of course, Robert weakens Stone. We're getting into a little bit more complicated area, but we're just gonna do this. Okay, so starting off with Linda defeated Stone. This is when Linda finishes Stone off, and then there's Sam defeated Stone. This is when Sam finishes Frank Stone off. And then there's the middle line where Linda's killed and then Robert defeats. This is basically where you fail every single quick time event in the area. Chapter 14, this is the part where it gets very confusing, but I'll do my best to try and talk you through it. You can punch Stan. Honestly, it doesn't change much. Just what happens prior, but it's whatever. So, starting from the middle, we again, you have to have Maddie with the necklace and Sam with the gun, or the cop with the gun. To do this, you can shoot Maddie. That's also a separate achievement. Going down, this one Linda consumed. This one is done by if you have Linda, Maddie, and Sam alive, when you're trying to pull Stan out of the hands of Frank, just succeed the skill check or the quick time event, and then Linda will be grabbed. Just let her die. Maddie's a little bit more harder. You've got to have her with the necklace, and if she doesn't have the necklace, this won't happen because she has to get hypnotized with the necklace to be consumed. Sam consumed. Again, this one's easy. Just sacrifice Sam when it says sacrifice yourself or back away. And then Chris consumed. This one's a little bit harder. You've got to make sure Chris is out. It doesn't go back home, and she makes it to the cinema scene. And then Stan consumed. This one's the basic one, so you shouldn't have to worry. Going onwards, you can either fix the generator, Linda fix the generator, or have Maddie fix the generator. The middle path is if you when you get to the generator scene and you can move your character, wait 5 minutes and Frank Stone will come in and Linda will be slaughtered. Okay, then Linda escape. This one's done just by having Linda escape when Maddie gets captured by Frank Stone. I don't know what the requirements are for these ones, but I know some of the ones in the future. This is the one where when you're in the hallway after doing the generator, Linda gets the option to either help Maddie or escape. Basically, you want to help Maddie, you'll be fine. Quick time event. There'll be a quick time event later on though, so just be careful. And then there's Maddie escapes. This is where she just escapes through the elevator alone without anyone else alive. So Linda's dead already. And then we move on. So Maddie refused Augustine. If you go down the elevator as Maddie, you'll get this conversation with Augustine where you either tell her to fuck off or you tell her I do, which is saying that you want her to get rid of your like nightmares. Well, not nightmares, but like your nightmare or something. I really, yeah. Maddie accepts proposal. Then this is accepting her proposal, of course, and then Linda shot Augustine. Again, this is required. Maddie must be dead in the horror room when she's trying to summon Chris out of the ground. Then Linda has to steal the weapon off of Sam. And then you have to go down on the elevator when playing as Linda in chapter 14. Okay, Linda escapes. Again, this happens naturally as long as you have Linda pass the quick time events and stuff. Maddie escapes, same thing, just have it. Okay, so then Maddie killed, Linda killed. These are very simple. Have either or die and you'll be fine. Sam captured, and Sam escaped. Sam escaped. Just don't fail the quick time events when Sam stops Frank Stone from chasing either Maddie or Linda. And then Sam captured is just if you fail the skill checks, he's going to get hung. Chris chose to return. That's a different one. This one is where you have to give Chris the necklace. Once you give Chris the necklace, then it will when she enters, you'll get this scene where she just dies. But if she enters, you'll get a scene which is very much very much like cool, like really cool. I really enjoyed that scene. I'm not gonna spoil it, even though I probably already have. But it is what it is. And then of course, if you choose not to do that, then you just leave and you escape into the woods. If you go up here, the Chris returned. I'm not gonna hover over it because I don't want to ruin it. So you can watch. You can watch that. Then Alta. This is just where like Maddie gets betrayed, so she gets killed when you accept Augustine's request, or like not request, but like offer. Sam sacrificed. This is when Sam gets captured. Augustine betrayed. This happens naturally, and then here comes some more the tedious parts. Maddie escaped, Linda escaped, Sam escaped, Chris escaped. You either have to do all of these in one, or you can't do all of them in one. That's a lie. You have to do these individually. They have to be individual survivors. And then there's nobody escapes, which it just basically just shortcuts you to the end, basically the woods. Then you get to play as the killer, which was probably one of the like highlights of the game in my opinion, even though it's very short, which will lead you into the end cutscene. Which, yeah, as you can see, I don't have all of them unlocked, but most of these endings are very easy to get. Just a bit time consuming. So starting from the bottom for the endings. This one here, Maddie, Linda, Sam survived. This is when you are doing the like just have these all survive and you'll get them. It's pretty easy. Have Maddie not wear the amulet. Have Sam succeed every skill check. Have Linda succeed every skill check. Have Maddie complete every skill check so that she doesn't get slashed in the face for the 6th time over. Linda and Sam. This is when Linda and Sam are the only two survivors. Linda and Chris. This one's very interesting to watch. Sam survives. She's the lone survivor. Maddie survived, lone survivor. Linda survived, again lone survivor. And Chris survived finally for the lone survivors. And that's basically it. That is everything I unlocked to get the 100%. I hope that some of these scenes aren't unlocked for you guys, so that you can get them as well. If there's any scenes specifically you want to know about, let me know. I remember a decent bit on how to get everything. I just don't have the time to explain it. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this helped.